Hello everyone, and I'm Sarah with Sarah's Book Break, and I'm also an independent consultant with Usborne Books and More. So today I said that I was going to come and share some great boredom busters with you all. So here's some great options to keep your kids busy. So one of the basics is obviously coloring books. Those are always a great option to take on the go. This is a color and pop-up book. We have also dinosaurs, this one's animals. So in the back it comes with these pages that you color, and then it shows you how to attach them onto the page, and I'll show you. Let's see where I can. So here's an example of one that hasn't been done. So this is going to eventually be an elephant. So part of it is already colored, but then the child can color in the rest of it and attach the head to it. Now when you've done your part, then you can attach it and it actually pops out of the book. So here's a few more that my daughter has done. This is the dog one. Cat, and the giraffe. I love how its head pops out. And then a little bit more springy, we have butterflies to color and wildflowers to color. And this is probably one of my favorite options for coloring books, for adults even, is you notice that one side is already colored for you, so you can imitate that and color it the same way, or you can do your own style. But if you look closely, there's also information about each of the flowers, so they are learning along with coloring. So really fun option, wildflowers to color. Same thing with butterflies to color. And these are just beautiful books. Only $5.99 for these. And we also have words of wisdom coloring books. So these will have quotes in them. This is Proverbs from Around the World, and it's a beautiful poster-sized page with a quote in it. So you color it and then you can hang it on your wall. It's great for lockers. Teenagers really enjoy these. Rain does not fall on one roof alone. It's a Cameroonian proverb. So just fun. And the cool thing on the back of each of these is it'll tell you a little bit about that quote, what it means, where it originated from. So these are a fun option. If your kids are into sticker books, here's one for vacation and travel. You can get the combined volume and save. This is the combined volume for $14.99, but you can also get them for $8.99 each. So it'll tell a little bit like it's a story, but then they get to decorate the pages, and here's a whole bunch of stickers in the back. So I like to just tear out the page for that that they need, and then they can decorate it however they want for that page. If you have older kids, they may be interested in learning some history along with it. So this is 1950s historical sticker dolly dressing. So they're going to have the fashion from the 1950s, which is a lot of fun. And then here's the stickers. And it's cool because it has some information on the side. It tells you about the clothing they wore back at that time. My kids are really into the maze books. These aren't your typical mazes. They're a little bit more complicated than what you normally find, and there's different scenes, so it's a lot of fun for kids who like puzzles. And there are, let me see how many pages, looks like 50 pages or more of puzzles. And then in the back they have answers to the mazes. One of my great option, I love to take these to church, in the car, to the doctor's offices, are wipe clean books. This is doodles, and they each come with a wipe clean marker, and if they do get stuck, some tips are you can use the magic eraser. You can write over again with the pen, and then it will make it erase. It's like magic. These would be great for on the go. Fit it in your backpack. This is Times Tables Practice Pad. There's a whole bunch of different math activity books. They just make it fun for kids so they don't feel like they're learning. This one is a travel pocket puzzle book. Find the two identical people at the fair. Who stole Billy's trunks? The thief is, and it gives you clues to find it. So lots of just fun activities, whole bunch of different variety. You're not going to have all the same things for that, so keep them busy. We really like our pencil and paper games. If you have more than one kid, this is going to entertain them, help them get along. You just need pencils, and there's a variety of games. Some that you're familiar with, like Hangman, but then there's new ones like Minefield Instructions, and it gives you the instructions, how to play, and several practice pages. We really like our animal trivia questions. There's a whole bunch of trivia books, but it's just fun to ask questions on the car trip. and see who can get the right answer. The answers are in the back. Which birds of prey are usually bigger, males or females? I'm guessing males. I can turn my head nearly all the way around. I see 10 times better than humans at night. I fly in almost total silence. What am I? And then one of our favorites, my son loves this, but also my husband and I have enjoyed doing this as an activity. It starts with simpler codes to break and crack, and it has a story to go along with each one. And then as they get better at cracking the codes, they get more difficult and a little more challenging. They're kind of learning as they go, so they can apply their knowledge and learn a whole bunch of different codes. And if you are familiar with our 100 paper dragons or spaceships, which are several in the series to fold and fly, we now have lots of folding books. This is fortune tellers to fold. We have origami, and these are just really fun. They have instructions in them, and the paper, they include the paper so you can make a whole bunch of things. This one's the instructions, and then it has the paper in the back for this series. This is 50 science things to make and do. So these, it comes in a smaller book, but the pages are really thick and sturdy. It's a spiral bound. And these are fun for all ages. I've done this with my 3-year-old and my 6-year-old. My 8-year-old likes to do this on his own. But they have just a ton of variety of different things, learning as you go, and simple things that you can do with materials around the house. And then we have 365 science activities, which is one activity you can do every day for the whole year. Here's the table of contents. And then what I like is it kind of focuses on a type of activity each week. So dye, oil, and water would be this topic for that week, and has a different activities you can do for each day regarding dye, oil, and water. This one's paper airplanes, so there's going to be several different activities for paper airplanes. If you're stuck indoors and you don't want your kids playing video games all day, a great option is coding for beginners using Scratch. They can actually learn how to code on the computer, which is really fun. And it's just great, entertaining pictures, and starts from the very basics, and you keep building up until you create some pretty fun things, animations and graphics and stuff. So my kids have loved this. Another popular series that we have is our Academy series. Dr. Academy is the newest in our series. We have Scientist Academy, Vet Academy, Engineer Academy, Architect Academy, and there's even more online. But we love these because they come with pop out. You can pop these out and create, for this one, since it's relating to doctors, it's the skeleton, but my son has created a rocket with the astronaut one. And also in the back there is going to be a poster. There are stickers to use when you complete an activity. And throughout the book there are going to be tasks that relate to the topic that you're learning about. So if your child is interested in any of those subjects, wants to be a scientist or interested in being a doctor, these are fun activities where they're going to be learning and tasks they complete. And at the end they have a game that they can self-check their knowledge. All right, some of my favorite options for on the go are our magic painting books. We have several in this series because it's so popular. These are some that have actually been painted, but when you first open it up, it's going to look like that. And let me just show you how awesome this is. It has this special flap so that you can use it so it doesn't color on the other pages. And then you can just start painting. This is a water pen. You can just use any pen or a paintbrush, dip it in water, and the colors magically appear. And I don't know if you're familiar with these, but this is fingerprint activities. We have a whole bunch of these. It comes with the ink pads, and then it gives you ideas of what to create with your fingerprints. So maybe a little bit more messy, but it's a lot of fun, something you can do indoors and not need a lot of supplies to do it. All right, and so this one's to make vases, flowers for the vases. Here's one. We've done this one with the birds. It's very colorful and very, very fun. It's also something you can give as a gift to grandparents once they've completed it. This one just came out this year. My daughter is so excited about this one. Make your own comics. So it is tear out pages just filled up with different ideas and prompts and instructions on how to create your own comics. I would have loved something like this as a child. So they start off with, you know, a lot of helps, and then as it goes, you get to start designing your own comics, and there's less help and you use more of your own skills that you've developed. You know, there's the old school xylophones that we used to have growing up, but I love that this actually teaches them songs that they can play along with it. So it's going to start with the basics. As you can see, they're just going up, and then as they move along, it's going to be back and forth. But they practice that, and then eventually they get to learn some songs like the Grand Old Duke of York, Old MacDonald, and then this is another one. It has a button, a switch that you can turn it on, so you save the battery, and it has the different sounds of the drums, so you can try them. Teaches rhythm and beat, and then eventually they have you can push these and you can do your own along with the background music. So lots of options for beginning and a little bit more advanced. Our baking kit, this is a new one also. So it comes with the cookie cutters and the rolling pin. And then this is what I was really excited about when I was looking at this. My daughters are going to have lots of fun with this one. It comes with instructions to start out when you're baking. It tells you checking ingredients, how to measure, baking basics, mixing gently or folding, what all those words mean. So, and then just some fun decorating tips, a whole bunch of different recipes that your kids can try. And they're all simple, variety of things. There's a chocolate orange cookie that's looked really good in here that I want to try. There's decorating ideas in the back, and one thing I love about Usborne's books is they always have information about allergies. So if there's an allergy issue in your family, there's advice in the back for that. Another great option for a gift, maybe for Easter, this is our Atlas jigsaw puzzle. We also have a brand new one for Cinderella. It comes with the book and the puzzle. This one is 300 pieces, and I love this atlas in here. It has pictures to show the information about that country. So it's very visual, and you're going to learn a lot. And then the puzzle is the same. So just some fun options. Definitely consider these things so your kids have something to do. You're not going crazy this spring break or summer. All right, that's everything for today. Thanks for watching.